Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Icons review. It's been a while since I've done a set from this theme. Today we're going to be looking at number 10331, the Kingfisher Bird. This set includes 834 pieces for the price of $49.99 when it releases on February 1st of 2024. Now I was very lucky to find this set a few days early at my local Kohl's. Whether or not I'll be able to get this out before release, who's to say, but nevertheless, I'm really excited to build this and see what it's like in person. Speaking of the box art design, you get your greebling from the bottom, plain black box art with this being an 18+ set, and a very nice specialized logo for the Kingfisher. From the back side of the box, you'll get a back view of this bird, which is what we've been seeing within the official pictures for this. This is like the main picture that LEGO has been showing of this set, and it just looks so stunning. You'll also get a lifestyle picture as well as the measurements of this set. So without further ado, push tabs, really bad for an 18+ set, but we're gonna open this up and see what's inside. Surprisingly, for the price point, this set includes 6 numbered bags, and you also get your instruction manual, no sticker sheet. For the instructions, we get a white background to contrast the black that you see on the box art. Definitely prefer this, looks very nice and clean. From the back, you get a very tiny picture of the set. Win information for 18+, piece count for a page or 2. No other advertisements because they don't really do that in icon sets. But what's more exciting can be found from the front, where we get some information about the Kingfisher Bird. Some pictures of it in real life, which look majestic. And also, now that I see it, it does look like my instructions came with some rips, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not going to affect my building process whatsoever. Truly excited to see what this set is like in person. Can't wait to add this to my display. LEGO has really been knocking it out of the park with these brick-built animals as of lately. The Kingfisher is an absolutely stunning build. I think LEGO did a really great job, though that doesn't mean that this set doesn't have flaws. There are 2 things that I'm going to talk about in this video that I'm not too much of a fan of when it comes to the design of this. Otherwise, I just think it's a really great set, and especially the part value that you get in here. You get a ton of brand new recolors and a ton of really cool pieces that I expect mock builders alone will really like to get this set for. So to start us off, I thought I just spin him around just so then you can get that full 360 look at this guy, and it really works well that he's on this little circle plate, so you can just get a really good view. You can really just display him at any angle that you want, and it looks really nice. I mean, that front view, that back view from the side, you just have a lot of perfect angles. You can't really go wrong with how you display this thing. Starting from the bottom and working our way around, we get this rounded base, which is black, 18+. I'm gonna try and hopefully not make this bird fall. He is pretty well connected, so you can actually turn this over and it won't break on itself. But here's a quick look at the foundation. There's a lot of building on the side to get this rounded look. From the very top, you'll see the water, which is represented using a ton of these 1x2 tile pieces, the opalescent translucent blue, which I'm fairly certain is a brand new recolor for this particular set. If I'm not mistaken, it might be new for 2024 in other sets, I'm not sure, but this is really the first time that I've encountered that particular color for this piece, so it's really great to get it here. You'll also see that we have these sort of arch pieces right here, which I'm going to take one off just so then you can take a better look at it. If you didn't know what I was talking about, we have this sort of roof arch piece, which is really cool, introduced last year within the LEGO architecture theme in a gray color, so it's really nice to see it come in this to represent the splashing water. I think it looks really cool. You can see that we have just a ton of those to represent the splashing water, as well as a bunch of cheese slopes in that translucent white. Moving over to the back side, you can see some of the plant action going on. Specifically, we get these leafy pieces here, which were introduced within the Rivendell set from Lord of the Rings last year in 2023. Those are really cool. First time that I'm getting those in my collection, so I'm really happy to have that. Get some of these viney pieces, or seaweed as LEGO likes to call it. And then we have some dinosaur tail pieces leading up to the very top of the cattails here. Honestly, nothing bad I have to say about these. Add some nice needed nature to this animal diorama. Now finally we have the bird itself, which is completely attached to the framework of this set with some Technic connections. I'll show some pictures on screen now of the building process for this, just so that you can see how it was built up in general. I think it's really cool. There are a ton of really neat building techniques, as you see in a lot of other 18+ sets. That's definitely the reason I see people buying these 18+ sets. It's just the building experience is much different than what you would get in a typical playset. There's just a bunch of different types of techniques in order to capture the angles for this particular character. From the very base, you'll see that we have the little feet, which is where I'm going to bring up my first complaint when it comes to the design of this bird, and that is that this tan that they're using for the color of the feet is very incorrect. I think that they should be using maybe like a darker red tone, as I did do a little bit of research about this particular bird, and it seems most of the adult kingfishers have that darker red tone to their feet, not this tan color, which I think maybe for the younger ones. I'm not sure, or I don't know where LEGO's actually drawing the source material from, unless they're getting this kingfisher confused with other types of kingfisher birds. On to the belly design, we get two of these cover-up pieces, which I've never gotten these in my collection before, so I'm pretty sure these may be brand new molds, as I haven't seen them in any other sets. I tried to do a little bit of research on that, couldn't really find anything, but for me these are brand new and add a really nice sloped look to the belly. You can also see some building on the side just to continue that area leading to the wings. Now the wings, interestingly enough, are connected using some pole connections, which I found really odd, though it does work to great effect, connecting the wings and making it so it isn't a flimsy connection, which I do appreciate. We also get more of those Technic bar connections when it comes to these feathers. You can see that a little bit better from the other side, where you can actually see the piece that's being used. We have one of those 1x1 studs with the bar connection on the end. Additionally, when it comes to the wing design, I really love getting these leafy pieces in the sand blue. It's such a really cool color to get. Feels like something that should have appeared within the LEGO Avatar theme, though surprisingly that is a brand new recolor for this particular set. We pretty much mirror this design when it comes to the other wing as well, where we get those same connections for the feathers, and because we have those connections, I should also mention that you can adjust them as you see fit to help with the display of your bird. From the back side, we get this larger cover-up piece, which is also a brand new recolor for this particular set. It's a really beautiful blue color that they're using for the back. I really love how that mixes with the dark blue. It's just a really nice contrast, the light and the dark. You can also see the tail feathers from the very bottom over here. And then finally that brings us to the head of the bird itself, which brings up my next complaint, and that is the fish, which is just so stupid, honestly. Now the main source of food for the kingfisher is fish, and LEGO decided to show it in its natural habitat hunting for its food, and this is what we get for its food. I guess it's nice to get these silvery colored pieces, but at the end of the day I just wish that they did something different, because this looks just like a piece of trash or something. Probably an easy fix for people who muck around with builds like this, but I guess it is an added bonus that you can take it in and out of the mouth of the bird, so if you don't like how it looks inside the mouth, you can easily just remove it or change it to be something else. It's a nice, easy clip on, clip off with the bar connection. Now with that out of the way, I have to say this head design, I think they did a really nice job, especially when it came to the beak using this particular piece, which is a softer plastic as you move towards the end. So it has a bit of flexibility, so it won't break over time. This is the kind of piece that they used at the back of the Assassin Droid Speeder all the way back in 2008, which I also think is really cool just to see it appear again in this situation. I should also mention that having the beak in this full black color, both the top and the bottom, means that LEGO is representing a male version of the Kingfisher compared to the female version, which would have a bit of a dark red coloring to the bottom of the beak. That's just something I thought I'd mention as something interesting to think about when it came to their design choices. Additionally, for the eyes, we get these unprinted microphone pieces. And you get a ton of slope pieces, including these from the very top of the head, which I believe are also brand new recolors. Again, this set is just full of really cool parts that I expect mock builders will really enjoy, and just continuing that color scheme and having that bit of orange on the head I think looks really great, and especially having the white from the very bottom of the neck. If you want to know how this is all connected, we do get this whole Technic connection system, and you do get a little bit of motion with that, I do suppose, though really it is meant to just be on display in a certain way. So overall, for $50, I think this is a beautiful display piece, and I especially think that mock builders are really going to want to get their hands on this set because of a lot of the really neat recolor pieces. I also just think that this is a really beautiful display piece, and it's amazing that you can display it from pretty much any angle and have it look amazing. Like, you can display it from the back like that, or you could even just spin it around, and then you have another really great display angle right there. As with most 18 plus sets, I definitely think the build experience is what you're buying this set for. The build experience at the end of the day is truly amazing. I really do wonder what LEGO is going to do next in this sub-line of sets, because apparently this is just the start of something that we're going to start seeing as another 18 plus line to accompany the botanical collection. If the other models that they make are to scale and even at this detail level, I really am excited to see what they do next. Having been on a creator kick the last few years, this line is definitely something welcome. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!